Hey folks, today I've got a new product, a new invention to show you. This is the Haloxeen portable camping table. I'm going to open it up and give you all the details here in just a minute, but the inventor of the product reached out to me recently and offered to send a sample to feature on the channel here, and of course collect your feedback, all you who are watching. And so definitely drop your comments below, your feedback on the product. You know, I always have a lot of respect for inventors because it takes a lot of work to design a new product, and then all the details that take place behind the scene with manufacturing. And so definitely drop your comments throughout the video below. Now, it's my understanding that the inventor did an initial round of crowdsource funding on Kickstarter, and I think the goal was around $5 grand, and they actually exceeded that by about 8 times. I think to date they've got close to 40 grand in backers. And so it seems to be a very popular product. With that, the version that I'm about to show you here, it is pre-production, so there might be some small changes to the manufacturing, so keep that in mind. But I'm going to use this bench over here kind of as a presentation table. It's got a natural spotlight. And first I'll go ahead and open it up and just show you what you get with this Haloxeen portable camping table. Okay, so first off, it comes with this nice gray storage bag. It's got some elastic straps here in a little pocket. I went ahead and put the poles in there to be stored. Just makes it really easy to carry. And guys, this thing is so incredibly light. I mean, you're not even gonna feel this, especially if you put it in a backpack. But it's got these 6 poles you can see that are made out of an aluminum alloy, and 5 of them are identical. But then you've got this one here that's a little bit different. It's got this little hook, this mount on top that you can hang things off of, and I'll show you that a little bit later. Then inside the storage bag, we've got the actual table right here. So here it is. You can see Haloxeen. It's got a really nice finish on it, of course, aluminum. And then on the back, it has attached to it already some little hooks here that rotate, 3 of those guys. And then it's got a bungee attached to it already where the tripod mount is for the legs. And of course a stake on it and a little S-hook right there. And then it also has kind of a wire bungee right here that you can use that's coiled and has some little eye loops on there to hook around things. So that's pretty neat there. Then also inside the bag, there's a little pouch in here. And we've got a nice chain right here with 2 more S-hooks, and then it looks like one with a magnet right here that would stick to anything that is iron. So that is what is in my kit here. Again, this is a pre-production version, so it might change a little bit for the one that actually is released to the public. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it together. I'm going to start with the table mode, and so I'm going to take these legs here that are threaded and put it into the base that's attached to the table here. All right, so those are the 3 poles there. So first of all, for a camping table, like I've got it set up in the current configuration, for something that's so lightweight, this is very sturdy. You know, I'm putting my hand on it and flexing it, and it's just barely moving. So it's got a very robust design there, and I gotta say it looks really sharp, especially in the sunlight here with those holes in the pattern you can see. And I think they did that partially to make it lightweight, but then some of the holes are also functional, like this one here. I'll show you that in a minute, where you can actually attach another pole going up to hang a lantern or something else. But I like how the edge, the lip here, goes up a little bit, and so if you got something on here, it won't just slide off. But also, I imagine you could hook something if you have a mug or a pan or something, that you could hook it over the edge and it could hang down off the side here. So it's a really sharp looking table. The screws you can see are recessed, so this is all smooth to the touch, nothing sharp here. And then this right here is just a removable silicone pad if you wanted to put maybe a mug on to cool down. Now, I mentioned that one of the 6 poles was different than the rest, and it's of course this one right here with the hook, the mount on it. And then they also give you a little threaded plug right here, almost like a nut. And so you can actually attach it through one of the purpose-built holes on the table. And now we've got almost like a lamp stand where you could hang a lantern from, maybe a small portable fan while you're camping, you could probably put something on here, I would say up to a couple pounds at the most. Now for me personally, I think this setup is the main way that I would be using this most of the time, you know, kind of in that end table mode. I know it's on a bench here, so it looks a little bit taller, but normally it's going to be about end table height on the ground. So perfect table to accompany a camping chair, right? But this is just very functional. It's a good size right here, and I like that you've got options to hang something up here if you want to. So really for me, I think this is how I would be using it most of the time. But let me show you next how you can actually take the table off here. It has another threaded connection at the base, and you can take this off and then turn it into a tripod of sorts. So you can see right there, it's a smaller, shorter tripod, right? But then you can actually add the other 3 legs and extend this and make it taller. So let me show you that next. So on this one particular leg that has the hook on it, you just take off this cap. It's kind of just a finishing cap, and that exposes the threads then to connect to the rest of the legs. So now we've got an extended tripod here, and it's about waist height for me. I'm just over 6 foot. But let me move it down here where it's a little bit flatter on the ground so I can give you a better vantage point of it. So I mean, this is perfect if you wanted to hang a little fire basket from there. You could even put a fire on the ground and then put a kettle there. Right now it's got the bungee attached to the little eyelet right here, and I think that's probably more for stabilizing in the end table mode here, but that's easy to remove. And then I could swap it out with this nice chain that they give you, and it's got an S hook on the end here. And so now I've got a chain that I could in turn hang a kettle off of. It's got a pretty strong, looks like an earth magnet right here, or you could of course hook it using the chain itself here. Now check this out on top here. So this is double threaded basically. It has an outer thread right here, and that screws into the table, but then it also has an inner thread right here. So you could get a mount here and put your phone on here, use this as an actual tripod, you know, to hold a phone or a camera. So that's pretty clever. And this whole thing will unthread if you wanted to reverse and put this hook on the top. So I mean, there's just a lot of very different use cases depending on how you want to use this table. Just a lot of options and flexibility. And then I also want to point out that even when it's in this extended tripod mode with all 6 legs deployed, you can actually still make use of the table because it just has that threaded adapter on it. And so you just line it up here with the threads on the tripod and then just attach it here. So now this is more of a countertop height table, a very comfortable table, especially if you're standing to work off of. I mean, you can put a laptop up here even if you wanted and work off of it like that. So I just think there's a lot of different use cases that you could use this table while camping, and it's so incredibly lightweight. But I'm going to finish out the video by converting it back into the end table mode over here, and again just showing you how easy that is to do. So we're going to take the legs and unthread them here at the midpoint and do that for all 3 of them. All right, so just like that, we've got it converted back into the end table, and I still can't get over how lightweight this feels, and just it's got a really nice appearance visually. And I forgot to mention in the intro that this product was actually selected for the prestigious Red Dot Award in 2023. So I can really appreciate the inventor's time and all the design that went into this product. Do me a favor and leave some comments below to offer some feedback to the inventor, what you like about it, what you dislike. I think he would really appreciate that a lot. I'll also include information in the description and the comments how you can purchase and get your hands on one of these really nifty inventions. As always, thanks for watching.